Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back to Our Fate Forsaken. I saw how many of you wanted me to continue and try to get the other route, so here we are. We've only gotten one ending so far, and that is Gabriel's good ending. So, goodness, we got 6 endings to go. Gabriel's happy ending, Gabriel's bad ending, Asia's happy, good, and bad ending, and there's a neutral. Okay. I think I'll go after the neutral one first, and then we'll just head after the other ones, okay? Alright, let's see. If you haven't seen parts 1 through 6, I think, they are up on my channel. They have their own playlist, so I suggest you go and check that out because I am going to be speeding through a lot of dialogue today so that we can catch up with everything. Alright. We're gonna start here because this is a good jumping off part to be able to achieve all the other endings. Alright. I normally don't use a guide and like going into things blind, but I figured as long as this game is, I need a little bit of help, so I did look up where to start at right here. Alright. We're going to do the... There we go. Whee! Alright, I think the original time we said we were acting suspicious, didn't we? We're gonna wait till he's ready to open up this time. His grip eventually loosened, and he cast his head down. Because he reminds me of you... Oh, this Asia. Because he reminds me of you, I feel everything better sharing that story. Like you personally and everything else are really similar. Though you behave more weirdly than he does. Because of that, my weird brain thought he would forgive me if I told you about him. Forgive you? Is he mad at you? I'm pretty sure he would be. Asia then grabbed both my cheeks to make me face him. I just want to clarify, even though the two of you are similar, I see both of you individually. Okay, maybe we did choose this part. This sounds very familiar. You're not a replacement for him. You are you. I know. You already reassured me. But I want to repeat it again just to make sure. I loved him before, but you are the person I love now. A smile formed on my lips as I gazed into his crimson orbs. I understand. Say, since you keep mentioning the two of us are similar, do you have a picture? Oh yeah, we have seen this before. Okay. Whee! Oh yeah, I know this part. This is where, oh yeah, there's no back button. This is where, we were looking at the book and he wasn't letting us see any more of it. Okay, we're not gonna ask him any questions this time. Because we're staying neutral. We're staying neutral. Since I knew I couldn't argue with him, I eventually relented. Gabriel wrapped his arms around my shoulder and pulled me into his embrace. While I was pressed against his chest, I could hear the rhythm of his heartbeat. I want you to look at the present and future, where we'll always be together. Why bother reminiscing about your life as a human when it's short, compared to the eternity you'll be spending with me? I nodded, but at the back of my mind, I was still feeling perturbed. Something just didn't feel right. Alright, this is all normal-ish. Okay, and then we get the flashback. Oh, wow. You know, it's kind of fun. I didn't realize it went that long without us having, like, choices. Okay, he'll never forgive you. I'm gonna say he would, because I think last time I went, he never forgave you. Since I knew he wasn't sincere, I couldn't hold a grudge against him. His words also indicate to me how much he had suffered from my death. I wasn't able to get mad at him after all. After getting the answers that I wanted, I stood up from my seat. You're gonna go now? Yeah. Are you gonna meet with that white-haired guy again? I'm afraid so. With that, I left the grieving human behind. Okay. We've seen all this? Okay. This one... Alright, this should be the other ending. I can't ever forgive you, and then I will forgive you. That's relieving to hear. A smile returns to his face as he pulled me into an embrace, but I pushed him away since my mind was still muddled at the moment. I averted my gaze as I wasn't able to directly look him in the eye. I need to go clear my thoughts. If that's what you need. Okay, we have done this before. Yeah, we've seen all this. Maybe the ending is only like at the very end. Yeah, right here. Deciding your fate. Since I had forgiven both of them, I knew they equally meant a lot to me. It was difficult to be upset with them for so long since I loved them. I wanted to put everything that had happened behind me, because I really desired to have a future with the two people I love. But I wondered if it was possible for me to love both. Asa is my soulmate and Gabriel is my guardian angel. One a human, the other an archangel. Yet my heart was split. Then I heard the sound of shoes trampling against the sand, so I turned around to look. Zeph? What are you doing here? I could say the same. Well, after you left me, I had a lot to think about, so I came here to relax. Me too. I came here to calm my thoughts, but I didn't expect to meet you. Yeah, for us to keep meeting, we really are connected in a strange way. I smiled as I gazed at the reflection of the moonlight in his eyes. After knowing he was my soulmate, our connection began to make more sense. As I calmed down in his presence, I leaned my head on his shoulder. I just wanted to forget about the events from earlier and think about spending the present with him. The ocean is beautiful, even at night, isn't it? It is. I just realized I hadn't brought you here at night, so it looks like we're making new memories again. Asia flashed a grin at me, and I found myself doing the same. So, I was thinking, is that white-haired guy your boyfriend? I thought about the question. Even though I loved Gabriel, I wasn't sure what my relationship was with him. No, he's not my boyfriend. Then, I felt Asia's shoulders stiffen as he took a deep breath. Then can I be your boyfriend? Did I click a wrong thing? I thought this was going to be a neutral ending. Maybe I clicked the wrong one. My heart clenched because I wanted to accept it, yet I couldn't. Oh, this is going to be neutral. Because I wasn't human. Just like the last time we were here, my answer will remain the same. I love you, but I can't be with you. For now, at least. Are you playing hard to get? Asia nudged my shoulder and I played along. Small interactions like this made me fall for him all over again. Whatever. I'm just happy to know that you love me. I won't keep bugging you if you don't want to tell me the reason. I sat up straight when I sensed a familiar presence nearby. The powerful presence of an archangel. Oh, both the boys are showing up. Sorry, Asia. I have to check up on something. After excusing myself, I rushed towards the presence to find Gabriel like I hoped. It didn't take me long to spot him since he was standing in the by the shack. Gabriel? There was a gloomy look on his face, and he didn't even lift his head up to face me. What are you doing here? Don't mind me. I just came to check up on you, that's all. But it seems like you're fine. The human truly makes you happy, doesn't he? Go to him. The archangel closed his eyes, and I couldn't tell if he was being insincere or genuine. Do you really want me to go to him? He hesitated for a few seconds before meeting my gaze. No. I want you to stay with me. But that human... I held both sides of his head and lightly bumped my forehead with his. My feelings for Asia are strong since I have a connection with him when I was human. But for you, my feelings are strong too. I took one of his hands to press it against my chest. See? My heart is beating loudly for you. All of a sudden, Gabriel wrapped his arms around me and pulled me into an embrace. I'm so glad you still love me. I let myself drown in the warmth of his touch and rested my head in the crook of his neck. I will always love you. Zeph, what's taking so long? I immediately stepped away from the Archangel when I heard the familiar voice of the mortal I love. Asia was now staring at us with shock written all over his face. I thought you said you weren't dating him, so why were you hugging him? You can hug people without dating them! I turned my head away nervously since I failed to think of a reasonable excuse. Just then, Gabriel swung his arm over my shoulder and proceeded to kiss my cheek. Zeph was just telling me how he loves me more than... Zeph was just telling me how he loves me more than you. To a stalker like you? No way in hell! Asia tugged on my other arm to pull me away from the Archangel, but the other didn't give in. Since the celestial being had more strength, the human eventually relented. Darn it. It took me by surprise when I felt something soft on my lips. It was then that I realized Asia was kissing me, and in front of Gabriel, no less. The mortal then stuck out his tongue as if he was mocking the Archangel. You guys are friendly rivals now. You only get to kiss his cheek, but I get to kiss his lips. It's nothing special. I've done it before, too. Wait, seriously? In the back of my head, I wondered if I was watching children argue. The two then turned to look at me at the same time. Who do you prefer? Instead of waiting for my answer, the two began to bicker again. How dare you talk over me, you lowly human? I quickly slapped a hand over Gabriel's mouth before whispering into his ears. If you called him human, he might begin to suspect something. Unexpectedly, this caused a grin slowly spread across Asia's face, and he snickered. Guess Zeph wants you to shut up. Gabriel tightened his fist before escaping from my hold. I watched as the two start to bicker. I was glad to be able to forgive them because I love them both equally. Oh, look at them! Oh, that's great. That's a great neutral. Hey, should we do tic-tac-toe here and get 3 in a row? So we should go for Asia's good ending next, right? I like that. I like that ending. I like the neutral one. That was nice. Okay, we're gonna get his good ending next. I am just going to... I think the only, like, change in the storyline comes at the very end. So we're just gonna skip through, I think. Because it seems to be the same text no matter what you do. You're acting suspicious. You're acting suspicious. Yeah, it's the same thing. So just the endings are going to be different. Let's see. Okay, it's going to be, he'll never forgive you. He'll never forgive you. I can't ever forgive you. Man, we are just not, we're being mean this route. Them horrified of us being hit. Okay, here we go. Deciding your fate. Though no matter how many times I thought about our memories together, I couldn't forgive the two of them. After what they had done to me, I found it hard to love them as I once had. I watched as the waves crashed against the shore. What a bittersweet day. Even though I was upset with the Archangel and human, I couldn't deny I still felt a small ounce of affection towards them. I figured I should at least get some clarity from one of them. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. We're gonna speak with Asia, because we're after his good ending. I felt a sharp pain when I heard a voice ringing through my head. Zeph, can you come to me? Asia was calling out to me. over and over again, urgency in his tone, so I decided to pay him a visit. After locating him with my senses, I arrived on the rooftop. But why would he be here? Oh no. I glanced around and spotted Asia, who was standing on the ledge, looking down at the street. No, Asia! No, no, back away from the edge. What are you doing? The human then turned to look at me with a gentle smile across his face. Seth, I'm so happy you really came. We really are connected. I'm glad. Why were you looking for me? I wanted to ask you if you hated me. Words were stuck down my throat since I was unsure of what to respond with. I still hadn't forgiven him for what he had done to me while I was human, yet I did not completely hate him either. You know, when you left me, I thought to myself, what's the point of living? When Eli told me he hated me and ran, my heart broke into pieces. And now you? When you left with anger plastered all across your face, I couldn't live with myself. Buddy? Then his smile slowly contorted into an unsettling grin, which made me feel slightly uncomfortable since it was inappropriate in the situation. Why do I always end up hurting people I love? It pains me to know what a horrible person I am. Since I'm just this awful person, I figured I should end it all. What are you talking about? Do you mean... Asia took a step forward, his shoe dangerously close to the edge of the building. Tears began to stream down my face. Seeing someone I cared about attempting to take his own life felt surreal. Even if there was life after death, what would happen to him if he were to end things here? Would we reunite in heaven, or would he end up with the unfortunate fate? Everything was so uncertain. Wait, let's talk. Please. All those tears falling down your face makes me happy. It means you still love and care about me, right? It means you don't hate me completely, right? I love you, and I love you more when you're sad for me. Please, cry for me some more. Only then will I know that you truly love me as I had loved you. The human took one foot off the building, which alarmed me. Asia, wait! Whoa, I got the bad ending? What? I thought I was going for the good ending. What did I do wrong? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oops. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no. That's sad. Oh no. Okay, we're going for a good ending. Oh my no. Oh no. Asia! Step back from that ledge! No. Oh no, I feel bad. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. I'll wait till you're ready to open up. Suspicious. He would forgive you. I can't ever forgive you. I thought about Asia. Even though he led me to my death, I wasn't entirely mad at him. Even though Asia didn't recognize me, he was loving and sweet towards me. He even went so far as to introduce me to things I've never seen. He would cross the line whenever he picked on me. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And yet, I still found myself forgiving him regardless. I couldn't deny that he meant a lot to me. All of our precious moments together. I wasn't just about to throw them away. I had to see him. I wanted to be with him. After sensing his location, I knew he was walking around the street, so I traveled there as fast as my legs could take me. When I spotted Asia from afar, I waved to him. This caused the human to be surprised before immediately running over to me. Hey, I was walking around and thinking about the things after you left, but I didn't expect to see you here. Asia nervously rubbed his neck and looked away. This can't just be a coincidence, right? Were you looking for me, perhaps? Seeing my beloved right in front of me, I couldn't control myself as I pulled him into my arms. I let myself relax under his presence as I absorbed his warmth. This person was my soulmate. How could I ever hold a grudge against him? I would always forgive him no matter what he did. You know, I thought you were mad at me when you suddenly left. I thought you found me disgusting after I told you about the incident with Eli. No, it was an accident, so I won't be disgusted by you. Thank goodness. Asia finally reciprocated my embrace as he wrapped his arms around me. When I saw you with the white-haired dude, I was actually a bit jealous. Thinking that someone else could snatch you away gave me this unsettling feeling. And that's when I realized, I really love you so much. You still love me after all this, right? Yes, I do. I heard Asia let out a sigh of relief as he held me tight. I want to be together with you, Zeph. I want to be with you too. But I told you before I can't. Just not right now. Asia pulled away before grabbing my shoulder so he could look me in the eye. Why? I didn't ask before because I knew you wanted to keep your secrets. But please, don't I at least deserve to know why I can't be with you? I yearn for it so much that it hurts knowing you can't be mine. I hesitated since I knew I'd be in trouble if I told him the reason. But the persistence and the plea from Asia was too hard to ignore. Oh, are we gonna tell him? We gonna tell him we're an angel? I bit my lips, unsure if I could tell him the truth or not. How much trouble would Zeph get in for telling him? Because, oh my goodness. Oh, are we gonna get in so much trouble? We have it. We can tell him. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna tell him we're an angel. We might get in a lot of trouble, but we're gonna tell him. It was hard to tell what Asia was thinking at the moment because he had a blank expression. You're joking, right? I know it's hard to believe, but it's the truth. Asia held a hand to his chin as he thought for a few seconds. Now that I think about it, your behavior always has been weird. Also, you would always come to me whenever I called out to you. If it were someone else, I wouldn't believe it. But with you, it's actually possible. Asia grinned before leaning close to my face. Well, you look at that. Celestial beings do exist. I always joke about you being alien, but I guess I got it close. Say, do you have wings? The human excitedly touched my back to check for feathers. But I had them retracted so they weren't visible. Deep down, I wondered if I'd get in trouble by telling Asia this information. But it's not like anyone would know, right? After a while, Asia moved away from me and his face fell. So the reason we can't be together is I'm already dead. Then I felt a pair of hands grab my shoulders as Asia leaned towards me, a look of desperation on his face. I don't care if you're dead. Nothing's gonna prevent me from being with you. The determination in his eyes brought a smile to my face. Maybe there really was nothing to worry about. Maybe we could be together regardless of everything. Suddenly, a bright light flashed, blinding the two of us. Oh no! Oh no! Michael's here. We are in serious doo-doo. When it dimmed, I noticed an archangel standing right before my eyes. Whoa, wings? An angel? Is that your friend, Zeph? I silently shook my head as I stared fearfully at the figure in front of us. The menacing look of his face made me wonder if I was in trouble. Yeah, I think you are. You have broken the law. How did you know? We've been suspicious about you and your history ever since you stepped foot into heaven. So we've been monitoring you. Gabriel warned you that it's against the law to tell our existence to humans, did he not? Aware of my mistake, all I could do was nod helplessly. Hey, it's not Zeph's fault. I begged him to tell me. Silence, human. This matter is not for your concern. It is! I love him, so his problem is also my problem. I was touched I was touched by my human standing up for me, but I knew he would be no match for a celestial being. It's alright, Asia. I slowly walked up to the Archangel and faced him directly. What is my punishment for breaking the law? You must repent. Your sin is unacceptable, and thus you will be expelled from heaven. What? Before I could register what he said, the Archangel grabbed my head and lifted me into the air. I struggled to escape from his grip, but my strength was no match for his. Hey, what are you doing to him? Please, don't, Asia. I don't want you to get hurt. But... I closed my eyes as I accepted my punishment and waited for what to come next. Suddenly, my wings ejected without my control. Light began to ooze out of my skin as it swirled and gathered inside the angel as if he was consuming it. Oh, we're a fallen angel now! I could hear a sizzling sound as my wings turned black. It felt like my back was being torched with scorching heat, but I did my best to muffle my screams so it wouldn't concern Asia. Once the whole ordeal was over, the angel dropped me to the ground. You are now banished from heaven for eternity. At that moment, I couldn't care less about heaven. The only concern I had was for my soulmate. Wait, what happens when he dies? You'll be stuck on Earth and he could go to heaven. Is he gonna fall as well to come? To come join you? I didn't want him to be harmed by the Archangel as well. Asia ran up to me to check and see if I was right. Zeph. I slowly stood up and smiled at him weakly to show him fine. I'm alright. As for you, human, you've seen and heard too much. What are you gonna do about it? I shall erase your memories. All your memories of your time with Zeph. Wait a second, you can't! Asia took a step back, but the angel followed him slowly. You could never escape from me. I can easily find you, no matter where you are. You know, I didn't expect Michael to be like the enemy, the bad guy in the series, but here he is. Before the celestial being could touch Aza, I quickly pushed his arm away. Wait, can you just let us spend a few minutes together before you remove his memories? The angel still had a cold expression on his face, but I was desperate to change his mind. Please, I beg of you. Eventually he nodded and I let out a sigh of relief. Guess archangels are empathetic after all. Aww. I lightly bumped my forehead with Asia's. He forced a smile and did the same. Hey Zeph, what does he mean by removing my memories for our time together? Does that mean I would forget you? Yeah, unfortunately. But I don't want to forget our time together. It's my punishment for breaking the law, but I dragged you into this. For that, I'm sorry. No, it's my fault for constantly asking you. I never should have. I don't want to forget you. Isn't there some other way? It's alright. Even if you forget about me, we'll still see each other because we're connected. You're right. We are connected. But I'm still scared to lose my love for you. Don't worry. Because I know you'll still love me, even if you don't remember me. I just know it. We're soulmates, Asia. We're meant to be. Hearing that made me feel a little better. Then promise you'll come and see me like always? I promise. I promise we'll be together no matter what. Then we shared a kiss. Aww. Oh, he's a fallen angel and he forgot his memories, but he's still gonna be able to see him. So that's nice. Alright, we only have Gabriel's happy ending, Asia's happy ending, and Gabriel's bad ending. I'm gonna go after Gabriel's bad ending so we can end with the good endings. This is fun. I like seeing all the possibilities. Okay. Alright, here we go. Suspicious. Suspicious. You guys are so suspicious. He'll never forgive you. Right. I can never forgive you. Alright, here we go. Oh, you guys ready for Gabe's bad ending? I don't know if I am. Like, Asia's bad ending, he killed himself. I returned to the library where I spotted Gabriel all curled up in the corner. It looked like he stayed in the same spot even after I left. As I approached him, he raised his head to look at me. You've returned. He quickly stood up and rushed to pull me inside his arms. The moment you left me, I felt nothing but pain, thinking you were about to abandon me for that human. I thought you were upset with me since you didn't forgive me. I thought you never wanted to see me again. The Archangel's grip on me got tighter. This was not like one of our ordinary hugs. I was constricted, which caused me to be alarmed. Since he was stronger, I was unable to push him away no matter the amount of strength I used. The room suddenly darkened. Darkness was something I never experienced in heaven, so it alarmed me. Please, don't ever leave me again. Gabriel, can you let go? Instead of loosening his grip, it just got tighter. If I let you go, you might leave me again. No, All of a sudden, the Archangel shoved me to the ground. I groaned from the impact, but gradually set back up. And that's when I saw the abnormal glow in his eyes. He smiled, yet it terrified me. I gave you the freedom to roam various places. I gave you all my love. I gave you everything. But you, why won't you reciprocate my feelings? I didn't understand why you were meeting up with that human when I could be everything you ever needed. From today onward, I'll be revoking your freedom. I'll make sure you never leave my sight. I'll make sure you love me and me only. Gabriel must have noticed the fear in my eyes, so his smile softened. Please don't worry. I'll make sure to treat you as well as I always had. I love you truly, after all. The only difference is that you'll be all mine, and I will guarantee that no one else can ever have you for all of eternity. Nothing will get in our way ever again. You will love me forever and ever. What? Dun dun dun. Yep, that was a bad ending. He turned full yandere crazy. Alright, 2 endings left. Alright, let's go after Asia's good ending first so we can end with Gabe's good ending. Alright. Wait, no. We did the good, there's a happy and then a good ending and then a bad ending. We did the good endings and we did all the bad endings. We did the neutral, so we're going to be doing Asia's happy ending. Okay. Wow. Super speed engaged. Okay, okay, this is wait till open up. You're suspicious. What has been your guys' favorite ending? Let me know down below. He'd forgive you. I can't ever forgive you. Okay. We are not gonna tell him this time. Take that off. I can't tell you. It hurt me to keep a secret from him, but it's for the best. As an angel, I can't break the law no matter what. Asia's face fell and it hurt my heart to make him upset. Please, have faith in me. One day I will tell you everything, I promise. Just not right now. Not when you're alive, at least. Asia squeezed his eyes shut and eventually nodded. If you say so, then I won't punish you. I wondered if it would hurt him more if I kept being ambiguous with my answers. The thought about our future together. How can we live like normal if he's a human but I'm an angel? Of course, he would want to be in a relationship, but I can't provide him like with other mortals. I gave him a peck on his lips. It was then that I decided this would be my last meeting with him while he was alive. Oh no! We're After all, I can't continue to stay by his side for long. Humans age, but he will grow suspicious when I don't. I have no other choice but to wait for him. It hurt, but I knew this was something that needed to be done. He has to live out the rest of his life, and I have no place in it because I was already dead. There was too many barriers between us. It just wasn't possible for us to have a normal relationship while he was still alive. I have to go. Wait, you're leaving already? Goodbye, Asia. Why do you sound sad? It's like it's our last farewell. My only response was to show him a slightly forced smile. Wait, are you actually leaving me for real? It'll be a long while, but we will surely reunite. I'll be waiting for you up there when the time comes. What do you mean? I gave him another kiss to feel his warm lips against mine. One last kiss. Goodbye. After that bittersweet night, I stopped meeting up with Asia. Through the projection, I watched him every day to check on him. He never had a relationship with anyone else, and I wondered if he was waiting for me. I felt guilty, but there was nothing I could do about it. I held back my urges to visit him. If I did, I know it would only be harder for the two of us to part again. This was for the best. I'll have to endure and wait patiently. I observed him religiously for a long time. He lived a good life, free from sin. And finally, my wait came to an end when he passed away tragically during the middle of his adulthood. Though it was a bit odd to be excited about someone's death. I stood in front of Heaven's Gate, awaiting my beloved, when I spotted a familiar wavy red hair. A smile spread across my face. Look at him with his little baby wings! Hello! Asia! He then turned to look at me before excitedly running up to me. As soon as we were near each other, he pounced on me to give me a hug. I told you we would reunite. You bastard! Do you know how long I waited to see you again? Didn't expect our reunion would be in the afterlife. I missed you so much. Wait a second. Suddenly Asia pulled away from my embrace and stared at me quizzically. Now that I think about it, are you Eli or Zeph? Since he was an angel, the illusion broke, and he would finally see my true form. I'm both. What? Long short story. After the car accident, I died, got to heaven, then I came to visit you as Zeph. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you the truth that I was Eli because of, well, rules. Oh, that's cute! Asia jumped into my arms once again with a grin across his face. It's a relief that the two people I ever loved are the same person, or else my confusion would have made things really awkward. Now it makes sense why the two of you are so similar. Thank you for coming to see me even after you died. Thank you for loving me regardless of everything. How come you didn't get in a relationship with someone else? Because I only ever loved you, and the other you. What a strange thing to say. Even though I would have been okay with you being with someone else while you were on Earth, I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad I was the only one for you. Even if I tried, I couldn't fall in love with someone else. But it's fine, in the end, because I didn't mind waiting for you even if it took a long time. It's all worth it because I love you so much. What about you? I'd better be the only one for you. Of course. You're my soulmate after all. We're meant to be together. Soulmates, huh? I'm not surprised because no one else could make my heart feel the same way you did. I smiled with contentment as I squeezed him in my arms. Does that mean we can finally be together without any obstacle now? Yes, we will. I was waiting this moment for so long. Me too. And we can make up for that lost time since we'll be spending the rest of eternity together. Aww. Happy ending. My soulmate. Complete all of Asia's endings. Oh, yay. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick because it suddenly starts storming here, and I am worried this whole video, everything's gonna crash. Like if the power goes off. So, yeah. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, everything's saved, so we're gonna jump on in and check this out. Oh my goodness, it is really storming and thundering now. Maybe they don't want me to get the last ending. Oh dear. Okay, okay. Let's get through this. Let's get through this. Oh god, now it's downpouring. Oh no. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's get this. Okay, you're acting suspicious, boy. I won't ask you any more questions. Okay. Alright. He'll never forgive you. I'll forgive you. Oh, we're going back here. Okay, take that off. Yeah, originally, we did get the, good ending because we said I can't tell you. Or, punish me instead. We're gonna say Gabriel did nothing wrong. It's all my fault. The night of the accident, I rejected his help at the last minute and pushed him away. I'm the one who changed my own fate, so Gabriel couldn't do anything to prevent it. What? Why did you reject help? Well, I never done anything bad, so I would have gone into heaven even if I died naturally. What's wrong with entering heaven a little early? How is my decision Gabriel's fault? I blurted out lies because I so badly wanted to protect the person I love. The angels in the room whispered with each other, and I hoped that they would buy my story. Is that true, Gabriel? Were there really nothing you can do? I glanced at the Archangel and pleaded with my eyes, hoping he would agree. Yes, his fate suddenly changed at that moment, and I couldn't carry out the order in time. Then why did you bring him to... Oh, St. Peter, hi. Then why did you bring him to your residence in secret? Since I already told a lie, I stepped in to continue my fake version of events. Oh, we lying! He only did that to protect me because my time wasn't up. I had nowhere to go since I wasn't supposed to be in heaven, so he took me in. Gabriel turned to look at me with confusion written all over his face. Shh, shh, shh. Gabriel, just play along. Just play along, Gabe. But I slightly nodded my head to indicate for him to follow with the story. In that case, should be fine if Gabriel wasn't at fault. He does have a great track record, so it'd be unlikely for him to commit something careless. Though it would have been resolved easily if this information was given to us earlier. As soon as I heard those words, I no longer felt tense. The fate of the humans changes all the time, so this isn't particularly uncommon. Everything should be fine after we update the Book of Life and record the real cause of Zeph's death. Our apologies for accusing you without assessing the whole situation, Gabriel. It's fine. I had my doubts, but I knew my brother wouldn't be reckless. I could finally smile now that the trouble brewing in the air disappeared. We shall now be on our way. Excuse us. We did it! We stopped him from becoming a fallen angel. After giving the Archangel a salute, the angels vanished one by one. When the two of us were left alone in the room, a chuckle escaped from Gabriel's lips. You're full of surprises. I can't believe that just happened. I quickly ran around the room and searched, even going so far as to look behind the furniture. What might you be doing? making sure those archangels aren't around anywhere. With his eyes now half closed, Gabriel let out a boisterous laugh. Why are you laughing? Have you forgotten that you can sense angels? You don't need to actively look around for them. Oh, that's right. Poor baby Zev. I blushed from the embarrassment that I'd forgotten the little detail. I always liked you, but I like you even more when you blushed. This caused my cheeks to turn even more red as it spread to my ears. Aww. Gabriel came up behind me and wrapped his arms around my waist. Earlier, with the angels, why did you cover for me? Because I love you, and I was worried that you were about to get in trouble. Lying is a sin, though. But you also sinned for me, did you not? Now we're equal. Now we're equal. Lying makes you impure. Because I'm now impure, does that mean you don't like me anymore? I still do. Your innocence is what first caught my attention. But your existence as a whole is what I fell in love with. Even way back when I had always wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. And I too want to spend the rest of my days with you. The Archangel let out a sigh, which confused me a bit. And starting to feel real guilty for changing your fate and taking you away from your life and your soulmate. It's alright. I don't mind anymore because I get to be with you. And I wouldn't change that for anything else. As Gabriel embraced me, I felt happiness beyond anything I've ever felt. There was no more concern or trouble brewing, and I could be with my beloved in peace. If I had never met you, my life would continue to be dull for all of eternity. And for that, I thank you for making my world brighter. Yay! Achieve his happy ending, achieve all the endings, complete all endings. We got all of the rewards. Oh, heck yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And then we go to gallery and we have all of them. All of them. Which one was your favorite ending? Because, oh goodness, there were some good ones in there. Well, thank you for sticking with me all the way through this story. We have completely finished it now. The link for the game is going to be down below. As always, if you want to go get it for yourself and experience it all over again. And once again, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!